What's Zappening Mousetrap? Is a Teslamouse here, your coach of the Houston Raichus for our Week 4 Team Builder in Season 3 of the Valhalla Pokemon League. We are taking on...
Caaaaaaaarl!
Yes, Caaaaaaaarl of the bearded Beheeyems. He actually goes by MadJunkBoy in the league, but he is Caaaaaaaarl. And we actually faced him in the first season of the VPL. We managed to win against him, but he's going to be out for some revenge, and I'm expecting quite a big fight. I mean, just look at his roster. As you can see right there, he has Tapu Koko, Mega Gallade, Tangrowth, Bisharp, Flygon, Fortress, Darmanitan, Tornadus Incarnate, and Alomomola. He has an Alomomola Tangrowth Regenerative Core, which is going to be a very big problem. He has Bisharp, which is going to be a really big problem. We don't really have much to take Bisharp on, actually, because we lack fighting types on this team. And his Tapu Koko is also going to be a big threat. He has such an imposing roster, too, I have to say. He's got a Fire Water Grass Core and Fairy Dragon Steel Core, I believe. Yeah, with Flygon is his Dragon type, Fortress is Steel type, and Tapu Koko is his Fairy type, whereas Tangrowth is the Grass type, Darmanitan is the Fire type, and Alomomola is the Water type. So, right off the bat here, I see that he has actually two possible Stealth Rockers, them being Bisharp and Fortress. He has a Spike Setter in Fortress, a Toxic Spike Setter in Fortress. I believe Fortress does get Toxic Spikes. And he has two possible Hazard Removers, Flygon for Defog, Fortress for Rapid Spin. Now, the most likely scenario is him bringing Fortress to Rapid Spin, and honestly, Fortress is going to be pretty easy to set up our own hazards on him with. And I feel like the hazards are going to be a very big part of the match here. It's going to decide it. And I do want to get chip damage on stuff like Bisharp. I want to put pressure on the Alomomola and the Tangrowth, as well as put Rocks pressure on Darmanitan and his Tornadus Incarnate. So let's go over the team that we are bringing. And our first Mon that I am planning to bring is going to be Houston Zone, the Raichu, the Choice Scarf. We are running Choice Scarf Raichu this week. We are packing 4 HP, 72 defense, 252 special attack, and 188 speed. This is designed to speed creep Jolly Scarf Max Speed Flygon. That's what we want to do. In case you come to a 1v1 situation against Flygon and his Flygon is Scarf, or if his Flygon got a +1 Dragon and sub, you can outspeed, hit hard, or even possibly one-hit KO if Hidden Power Ice. Although Hidden Power Ice isn't really that strong on Raichu, considering its special attack is not that great, but it's not horrible, but it's just not outstanding. So Hidden Power Ice won't be a guaranteed one-hit KO on the Flygon, so we need some prior chip damage on him. Also, do want to mention that his Z-move users are Tornadus Incarnate, Darmanitan, and Flygon, so that's something to take into consideration here. So yeah, Raichu is going to be packing actually it's 180, not 188. Yeah, 180 speed. That will definitely speed creep Flygon Scarf. Because Raichu at level 50 hits 168 speed, whereas Flygon at level 50 hits 167 speed. So we are also running Choice Scarf on Raichu to outspeed possible Choice Scarf Darmanitan. I do expect him to bring Choice Scarf Darmanitan because that's what you usually see, and you know, Choice Scarf Darmanitan just wrecks my team pretty much. So yeah. So let's do some Kelch real quick. We're going to show you what we mean here. Now, Flygon, let's see how much OU Choice Scarf. Raichu's Hidden Power Ice will do, we'll have a 6.3% chance of 1-hit KO the Flygon with max special attack investment. This is because Raichu's base special attack is 90. Again, it's not horrible, but it's also not great, you know what I'm saying? So, again, we do want to get some chip damage on Flygon. We can use like Stealth Rocks, I guess. Let's see what happens with Stealth Rocks. For Stealth Rocks, Empire Ice will have a 37.5% chance of one-hit KO after it. So, that's alright. I mean, we will have some Rocky Helmet Mons later on to also deal some chip damage to Flygon, if need be. So, yeah, that's basically where I was going with the whole Raichu's Raichu Choice Scarf 180 speed investment. Tornadus Incarnate. If we can do some Kelks here, Tornadus Incarnate's UU offensive support. Thunderbolt will be a guaranteed one-hit KO after Stealth Rock. However, without Stealth Rocks, it'll have a 68.8% chance of one-shot the Tornadus. Now, Tornadus, if he's running a more specially offensive build with some attack investment, Superpower will not one-hit KO my Raichu. However, Z-Move Superpower will have a 6.3% chance to one-hit KO the Raichu. Now, that's kind of in the same boat as Raichu's Power Ice versus Flygon. So as long as we don't get chip damage on our Raichu, we'll be all set there. Let's see what Z Heat Wave does. Z Heat Wave, Infernal Overdrive will have a 12.5% chance to one-hit KO the Raichu. And Supersonic Sky Strike will just do a maximum 80.1% damage to the Raichu. Now, Raichu will have Volt Switch, which will do a maximum of 87% damage. Power Ice, if you want to go for that bold prediction, will do roughly 42 to 50% damage to it. So that should be a problem. I feel like if I didn't have this defense investment right here, Z Superpower would do a lot. Yeah, if I didn't have that defense investment that we're going to put on it, all up pummeling would have a 75% chance of one-hit KO. So, speed creeping, is very important because it allows you to use the excess EVs they took off the speed for other stats like bulk, or even if you're running like a mixed stacker, it gives you the lesser offensive stat, some more power, some more investment. So that's why speed creep is generally important in Draft League. So yeah, so that's basically my thoughts on why I'm running on my sets for Raichu at least. Now, one thing to watch out for though is this. Bisharp, let's go for a Bisharp here. We'll go for Swords Dance. Adamant Bisharp's Sucker Punch will actually do a maximum of 88.9% damage. This is going to be really important to watch out for because I do feel that Bisharp is going to be a strong chance of being brought in, especially as a way to block Defog with its Defiant build. Well, not really block it, but punish us for using Defog. So, yeah. Knockup will definitely one-shot Raichu, no question about it. Let me re-input the EVs there at 72 defense. Actually, Sucker Punch with 72 defense investment will actually do a maximum of 80.1, so that's a bit better. Knockoff does have a chance to kill. It will have a 62.5% chance of one-hit KO. Our Thunderbolt will do a maximum of 67.1% damage to the Bisharp. Obviously, Surf is going to do 45% maximum, and Power Ice is going to do like absolutely nothing. Now, we could have ran Z-Move Raichu this week, but again, I wanted to run Scarf Raichu for the Scarf Darmanitan, for the Scarf Flygon, and even outspeed Tapu Koko, because I want to like Volt Switch out against Tapu Koko and then go into something like Venusaur or maybe Landorus, see if I'm really feeling ballsy, although I do have to say Power Ice is a strong possibility on Tapu Koko. Power Ground doesn't really serve him any purpose in this matchup. It does hit Victini. It does hit it does hit like Raichu as well, but it's not going to do a whole hell of a lot to either one. So I do feel that if he brings Tapu Koko, it'll be hitting Power Ice, and of course he's going to bring Tapu Koko. Now, the funny thing is, if he brings Tapu Koko, this benefits Raichu a lot because it actually boosts Raichu's electrical attack. So let's say that there's electric terrain going on, and we have Raichu up versus Bisharp. Raichu's Thunderbolt will actually have a 6.3% chance of one-hit KO. There you go. Again, the 6.3% chances here. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Now, that is great and all, but I don't know if I'm gonna like try to attack Bisharp because I don't want to deal with a Sucker Punch. Also, Bisharp would definitely be a solid choice on the brain because of our one of our other mons such as Landorus, Therian, and Victini, both of which get boned hard by Bisharp. So yeah, we're running Raichu again. 4 HP, 72 defense, max special attack, 180 speed. It's a choice Scarf. It's a timid nature. Again, speed creeping Flygon to outspeed it if it's Scarf. Also outspeed Scarf Darmanitan and to outspeed Tapu Koko if it's not Scarf. Next mon that we are bringing is going to be our Void Gaming, the Victini. This is going to be yet another choice Scarfer. And, you know, I'm usually opposed to bringing 2 Scarfers, especially in a draft league. And I was debating between this, substitute workup set, or a lure set with a Z Thunder to deal with the Alamola. But I ultimately want a choice Scar for the simple fact that I need something else to hit his Mega Glade with, because I don't really have anything on my team that outspeeds Mega Glade, even after, well, before boost and whatnot. As you can see here, my roster is Bikini, Lander, C, Scarman, Raichu, Mega Venusaur, Blastoise, Kyurem, Slurpuff, and Lineood. None of which of those outspeed Mega Glade, because Mega Glade is base 110. At the very least, though, Raichu does speed type Mega Glade naturally, so yeah, I guess that's alright. We are running Scarf Raichu after all, so we can definitely outspeed it unless for some reason our choice Scarf is knocked off, in which case Raichu's probably already going to be fainted. So there you go. Again, Victini is not speed creeping anything because he has base 100 speed just like Flygon. And I don't want to be outsped by a max speed Jolly Scarf Flygon, so at the very least I want to be able to speed tie it and take my chance of that, although that's not really ideal. There is something we do have to watch out for though. And what we have to watch out for is him switches Bisharp into a Glacier, because if Glacier hits Bisharp, lowers its speed, Bisharp got that +2 Defiant boost. And that's what I hate about Bisharp, because Defiant is such a really good ability. And on something with priority such as Bisharp, it is fucking deadly. But let's go over some calcs real quick. Choice Scarf Victini versus Tingle. We'll go with OU Assault Vest. We'll do, let's get level 15 here. We'll have a 43.8% chance of one-hit KO the Tangrowth. Now after Stealth Rocks, that'll be a guaranteed one-hit KO. So that's very vital here. As far as Flygon goes, we don't have any special attack invested on Victini because we're only running one special attack, and that's Glacier. I didn't really have anything else to really put on it. I mean, I guess I could have put like Power Up Punch or Brick Break on it, but that seems completely unnecessary when Victini V-Create fries Bisharp. But yeah. Flygon's Earthquake actually does not one-shot Victini, and that's really good for us. And the reason why it's really good for us is because we can get a 2-shot on Flygon with Glaciate. Even though Victini has no special attack investment, it's a minus special attack nature. Glaciate being Time Sword super effective on Flygon, combined with Flygon's kind of a low special defense, although it isn't too bad on it. And Victini's base 100 special attack, it makes it so Glaciate does a 2-hit KO on the Flygon. I didn't want to run Hidden Power Ice because Glaciate has more power, and with Victory Star on Victini, we should be able to hit our attacks on it. Something else to keep in mind, let's go over Mega Glade here. Mega Glade OU Swords Dance. Now, V-Create doesn't one-shot the Mega Glade, unfortunately. Because Mega Glade, to its credit, has decent defense. And we don't have over 100 base attack on the Victini. Granted, V-Create does hit really hard, has base 180 power. I actually really don't know why it doesn't one-shot. But, with Stealth Rocks, it's a 31.3% chance of one-hit KO afterwards. Now, let's assume I have a Spikes there, right? So, after Spikes, one layer Spikes and Stealth Rocks, it'll be a guaranteed one-shot on the Glade. Perfect, right? I thought it was perfect. Another mon that we have to take into consideration is the Alamola, and honestly, Alamola is a bulky-ass mon. Let's get that established. Alamola, whoops. Let's find it in the... Where is Alamola? This is what I don't like. Alright, there we go. Wish, we'll go with UU Wish support or something, I guess. Bull Strike doesn't even 2-shot Alamola because Alamola is a fat fish with its base 165 HP. Holy crap, and it's physical defense 80, while not too impressive, is not bad. It's backed by a large HP stat. Absolutely large, so. Yeah, Bolt Strike does 37.5 to 44.8% damage. If it's a critical hit, though, it'll do a maximum of 66.9. Well, whoops, and click that. Yeah, I'll do a maximum of 66.9%. And we can just basically follow up with another Bolt Strike. It should be a one-shot from there. And we got high rolls on both. But, yeah, Victini, his Elemental is going to be the best switch into our Victini, I feel. Let's see what else he has on his roster. Tapu Koko, this Victini is also Choice Scarf to outspeed Tapu Koko. Because Tapu Koko is the fastest thing. If I said Mega Blade was his fastest mon, I'm sorry, I apologize, I completely skipped over the fact that I skipped over Tornadus Incarnate and Tapu Koko. But Tapu Koko is his absolutely fastest mon. So let's go with Tapu Koko here. We'll do Offensive Pivot, or all attacker, I guess. V-Create. Whoopsie. What am I doing? Tapu Koko. Alright, V-Create has a 43.8% chance to one-shot the Tapu Koko. His Thunderbolt, though, in the terrain with Life Orb, because I don't expect him to bring Magnet, will do a maximum of 83.4% damage. So, after Stealth Rock, it'll be a guaranteed one-shot on him. His Tornadus Eye is going to be offensive support. And V-Create, if he's running the Hasty set, will be a guaranteed one-hit KO. If he's running just Timid or Jolly or whatever, it's going to be a 93.8% chance of one-shot the Tornadus. Definitely will one-shot it after Stealth Rocks. So that's why we're running Choice Scarf Victini. We're running dual Scarlets because we want to outspeed like Tapu Koko and his Mega Glade. Next up, we are bringing Scratch with a Skarmory. You know, it's going to be our Rocky Helmet set. 248 HP, 252 defense, 8 special defense, Drill Peck, Spikes, Roost, and Roar. I'm not bringing Defog on this. It would be a very horrible idea, especially with Bisharp in the back that has Defiant. And we got Spikes and Hazard stacking. Once we get rid of it, both his Hazard setters, we can, or Hazard removers rather, we can basically stack Hazards on his field and punish his switch-ins, put pressure on the Elemental, the Tangrowth, and whatnot. Skarmory definitely walls out the Tangrowth really well. And we do have Drill Peck for to damage the Tangrowth, to damage the Mega Glade. And we got Roost to heal off. We got Roar to phase out his setup ones, such as Mega Glade. And we're not really going to keep it in against Tapu Koko though, because that'd be very suicidal here. Sturdy is obviously the only ability should be running on a defensive Skarmory. Of course, I don't really need to go over any calcs, but yeah, it's basically there to handle Mega Glade and Bisharp a little bit easier, and set up Spikes on the Fortress. Again, Fortress does have access to Rapid Spin, does have access to Volt Switch, so that could be a thing. Although if he does not Rapid Spin the Spikes away and Volt Switch is out, something's going to be taking some Spikes damage. Next mon that we are bringing is going to be our Righteous the Blastoise, and we are running a heat set this week, guys. We are running Wackenberry, Bold Nature, Blastoise. 248 HP, 252 defense, 8 special defense. And one of my moderators and I did the Celts here, and we have a very good lure set for the Tapu Koko. So let's go over the Celts real quick. Look at this. Life Orb Thunderbolt from Tapu Koko in the electric terrain will do a maximum of 75.6% damage to this Blastoise with the Wackenberry. And then we can just go for like Miracle when he tries to go for like Thunderbolt. And if he does go for Volt Switch, whatever he switches into will die to Miracle. He has no Ghost types on his team, so he can't really block the Miracle. Granted, we don't want Blastoise to take too much chip damage, because that would be really awful for us. And that would kind of make the Wackenberry set pretty pointless. We are running Scald, though, for Stab, to get a burn off on something, I guess. Rapid Spin to clear away hazards. This will be our hazard remover. And we're running Toxic to poison the Alomola and the Tangrowth. So that's the idea behind this set. Now this Blastoise is not really it's only designed to deal with the Tapu Koko, to lure the Tapu Koko in and either make it faint to Mirko or whatever it switches in after Volt Switch. It does bring U-turn on Tapu Koko though. Well, our plan is going to go to the shitter. So that's just all there is to it. He could bring Tangrowth as well. So let's go over a Tangrowth set, shall we? OU Assault Vest. Giga Drain to a maximum of 58.3% damage. Let's see what Mirror Coat will do. Well, we don't got Mirror Coat on the Blast on Showdown, but I do feel like after Giga Drain, Mirror Coat will one-shot the Tangrowth. If he brings Leaf Storm, which is another possibility, that will just do a maximum of 98.3% damage to our Blastoise and just one-shot the Tangrowth. Now for me, I don't really want to have Blastoise deal with Tapu Koko until I am sure that there's going to be no hazards being set on my opponent's set field. That'd be awful for us if he set hazards. And then our Blastoise got worn down. We can't really deal with the Tapu Koko there, but Blastoise is the lure set with Tapu Koko, and it's going to be our hazard remover of the team. And I do expect him to bring hazards like Stealth Rocks and Spikes and Toxic Spikes. So that's going to be a thing. Next up we have Mega Venusaur, aka Jungle Fever. We are running a mixed defensive set this week. Calm Nature, 248 HP, 156 defense, 88 special defense, 16 speed. We are running Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Hidden Power Fire, and Synthesis. Calm Nature. Nothing really to say, not much to say here, except for the fact that this will be our best chance of dealing with the Alomola and the Tangrowth. We can threaten and out and hit whoever switches in with a Sludge Bomb. If he switches in Fortress, his Fortress will take like a Hidden Power Fire from the Venusaur. Flygon can't really touch our Venusaur. Now, there is something we need to take into consideration here. So, Flygon gets access to Fly. Let's see what a Z-Move Fly will do, because he does have Flygon as one of his Z-Move users. Z-Fly will do a maximum of 78.4% damage, which is perfectly fine. I'm at +1. It will have 93.8% chance of one-shot our Venusaur. Now Giga Drain will do a maximum of 46.4% damage to the Flygon, because we're not we're not offensively invested here. We're not Modest Nature. But that's basically the biggest thing that Flygon can really do to our Venusaur is go for a Super Sonic Sky Strike. And if I do feel like this one is coming, I might switch to Lano T or Skarmory and deal with it. Mega Venus, if he has Tornadus, it switches into a Sludge Bomb. Tornadus will take a maximum of 56.4% damage due to Sludge Bomb. Now, Tornadus does not get extra roost, so we don't have to worry about healing. And he does not have Therian, so there's no Regenerator. He doesn't get that triple Regenerator core. I mean, obviously I do expect him to switch Tangrowth in, to switch Tangrowth out when he's facing off against the Venusaur, because Tangrowth really can't do anything to the Mega Venusaur. Same with Alomola. And last but not least, we are bringing Landorus Therian, aka Lando T Money. We are running max attack investment, 216 defense, 24 special defense, and 16 speed. Earthquake, Hidden Power Fire, U-turn, and Stealth Rock. Why are we running Hidden Power Fire instead of Ice? Because Flygon, unless it's a special attack one, can't really do diddly squat to our Landorus Therian. We can just get chip damage off of U-turn. Hidden Power Fire is there to hit Fortress, basically, or Tangrowth on the switch. Although it's not really relevant for Tangrowth because it won't do too much. Especially being that we were in minus special attack nature. We were running max attack Lando T. I don't know why I'm putting max attack investment on my Lando T instead of max HP, but I guess we'll do some calcs here and find out. Fortress, we do showdown usage. So Earthquake will do maximum 35.1% damage. So after Earthquake, Hidden Power Fire will finish off the Fortress. If we did not have max attack investment, we would still win. We would still finish off, so that's not really a relevant thing. I should be running max HP though to switch into Darmanitan better, but alas, I am not. So yeah, that is basically the team builder for our Week 5 match against Caaaaaaaaarl. Yes, Carl, of the Bearded Beheeyems, aka MadJunkBoy. So this is gonna be his roster. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a pretty it's pretty intimidating. The Bishop was what I feel the most. I do expect him to bring it. Obviously he's gonna bring Tapu Koko, and I do see a high possibility of him bringing Tingrowth and Alomola. Darmanitan is most likely going to come as well, because it hits hard with its Flare Blitz, and aside from Blastoise and Lando T, nothing wants to take a sheer force Flare Blitz, except for Victini, but we don't really want to switch Victini in too much. So I don't usually tell you guys everything I'm expecting my opponent to bring, but definitely expecting to bring the Bisharp, Tapu Koko, Alomola, Darmanitan, Tingrowth, in either Fortress or Flygon. So there you have it. That was my prediction. Again, aside from Skarm, we got like nothing to deal to Bisharp. Let's see what Bisharp would do to our Lando T, our defensive Lando T. Now Earthquake would do a maximum of 132 damage. We didn't have max attack investment, but max attack we do a maximum of 158% damage. Bisharp at +2 or +1 attack rather will not take our Landorus T out. So that's why we were running a defensive Landorus T for the Bisharp, as well as getting Intimidate off on the Mega Glade. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this team builder for the VPL. The battle should go up the day after this team builder is uploaded. So guys, if you enjoyed this fantastic VPL Week 5 team builder against the Bearded Beheeyems, leave a like, comment, and thunderbolt the subscribe button, and I will catch you on the flip side for some more fantastic Draft League action. And remember guys, keep riding the Thunder Waves to victory! Okay, thanks, bye.